You sure you want to throw your life away?
This, like, objectively insane idea.
Ambitious is the first thing I would say.
We might be able to pull it off.
Mostly excitement. It was just excitement to go make something, to have somebody that had something ready to go. That was pretty much the overwhelming feeling.
We shot so much that week and so many different projects, and it was so fun and it was so crazy and it was an experience.
I'm trying to be flowery, but it's not really working. It's just like shit took on its, I don't know, I got swept up. It was an energy cloud. I don't know what the fuck happened.
In the December of 2020, we were all in COVID lockdown, and we decided we're gonna make a dream come true and go shoot a feature film. That fell through.
So we decided, instead of wasting all of the time and squibs and blanks that we had gathered for the feature film, instead we would turn it into something completely different. We wrote 5 short film scripts in 2 weeks. We went to Arkansas, we filmed 5 scripts in 5 days, all for less than $1,500 total.
It's because we're badass.
We had an amazing time, we made some really cool short films, and Standard Definition was born.
Action. All right.
The first day was really, really, really good. Really fun. I was extremely excited. You guys are extremely excited. Super high spirits. And then we did our first actual squibbing.
I was like, oh yeah, it's fine. BJ and Val have done this a million times. It'll be fine.
Well, we were like, we're pretty certain we're not going to kill anyone due to all of our experience.
Which went great.
Fuck, that hurt. I'm going to blame that on the denim, because I feel like that if a regular t-shirt, Sam would have been just fine.
Yeah, our squibbing didn't go right. The most basic form is like condom, firecracker, cardboard. It's a little sandwich. That's what you need. We were using overalls, and we scored the overalls the same way we would regular fabric like I'm wearing right now. And it was way more resistant to the force of those firecrackers than had been tested.
The immediate terror of hearing him go like, fuck, fuck, ow, ow, fuck, 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 as they were going off. Like the moment after that when he was mostly okay. Only lightly burned.
We'll get him in for the interview and see how he feels about that one.
Great take. The next one that was up next was on my head.
It is gonna go hot. We blew up Sam's head. That was like totally freaking awesome.
I don't think I'm gonna lose an eye, but there's a non-zero chance I'm gonna lose an eye for a short film in Arkansas. Worth it though, everything went fine. So that was very memorable.
Yeah, that's something I'll never forget.
Fuck! 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 Fuck!
The second day was a lot more chill, but there was a lot more acting and went great, right? Nothing to report. It was still really fun.
I just got to be an evil, creepy lady.
I was kind of going for like samurai movie meets spaghetti western in the like fast but brutal, and honestly wasn't sure that it was gonna land. Was like, oh, this might end up looking like anime weeb nonsense, you know? And it ended up looking pretty cool, and I'm pretty happy with how everything turned out.
Turned out to be super consumable in a way that I didn't really expect overall. Like it just came together really nicely in that edit.
It makes me extremely proud and happy to look at it, and it makes me very cringe to show it to a lot of other people.
Well, they may notice that I'm not an actor in that. And by the third day is when it started getting dicey.
No salvation! Burying me will never solve this problem!
The big fear was like not finishing, getting out there, because man, did the weather fight us.
And that wasn't as much fun, except that it is fun because oftentimes, like, suffering lends your life meaning, and it makes it very clear, and very easy and very focused.
This is gonna be super cheesy, but the moment that I always think about when I think about the 5 and 5 is riding on the back of the four-wheeler. We were going to shoot the very last of Gravediggin, I think, and we were freezing cold. I'd been put into a trash bag and laid on the ground, like, not just put, like, taped, sealed into a trash bag, and then laid on the ground. It's fucking freezing. Everything's difficult. We're all cold. We're all tired.
At some point, I went insane from not being able to have enough time to myself.
But I had this moment on the back of the four-wheeler as we're, like, racing across the farm to try and catch the light before it gets completely dark on us. And it, like, kind of sunk into my brain. I was like, this is so much fun. And if I'm having this much fun doing this insane stuff, like, that was the moment where I was like, oh, like, standard definition could be a real thing. So yeah, super cheesy, but that's the moment that sticks out of, like, I don't know, something about that one, just the way that it came together, for me felt like the first one where we, like, really were pushing our limits in terms of, like, the gunfights and the pyrotechnics and all of the effects. I think my first experience with, like, really getting to do stunt stuff and be like, okay, I get to shoot a couple different guns, I get knife fights, I get to, like, hand to hand, like, get to do some really fun stunts, get to almost get a concussion and get thrown into a pillar, accrue some injuries.
Lowest lows would be run girl laying in the freezing grass.
It was cold. I lay down the field as a dead body for a minute with my hand like this, and for some reason I pressed my eye in such a way that I lost vision for a while. But that was fine.
But it turned out so well, and it all came together so nicely, and I think that one just really has a special little place in my heart.
Go. Awesome possum.
So I guess in terms of, like, something that made it on camera, I am most proud of the shootouts in Cost of Living.
Cost of Living has that, like, awesome slow motion shot where I blow Val away. That shot was particularly awesome, and the way it came together along with us, like, shooting each other across the pews, that was like dreams come true movie moments for me.
It looked great on camera. There were so many inspired moments. The effects worked so well. I mean, we filled that church with gun smoke.
I do really enjoy getting to run around shooting off blank guns and being chaotic and fun.
There, like, literally was a moment where, like, I was working on the rough cut and I sent it to Val, and I literally was like, Val, we did it. Like, the thing that we had been wanting to do for, like, 10 years, here it is.
Oh, that made my heart happy. Like, check something off a bucket list.
That was the moment that I was like, oh my god, we actually made the thing that was in my brain.
Yeah, I remember all of us powering through on the very end day. You had ran out of energy, like you had hit the wall.
For a solid, like, half hour there, I was just like, no, I don't care anymore. I'm ready to just be done.
So we had to push through, and that was good just because it was like, oh, this is, you know, it's for real. Like, if the person who's sort of the tip of the spear, so to speak, runs out of energy, the other people in the unit will come and push them through.
Yeah, you went and got me snacks, and that rallied me.
You know, which is a tradition that carries on to this day.
Yep. Oh shit.
The best high was once we finished it. It was like 8, 9 o'clock, I think, the end of that night.
It was New Year's Eve, and we got to ring in the New Year's with having finished 5 short films. We were eating that like pot roast.
That high of finishing, of like all of us like coming together and really pushing through those hardest parts.
Oh my god, we did it. We shot 5 short films in 5 days. We lived together in a tiny cabin for those 5 days, and we're still friends.
That was one of the best moments, I think, ever in my life.
It's what keeps me going to this day, the whole fire that burns in from that moment of like, oh, we did it.
I was gonna say, it's like coming home after war, but I feel like someone's gonna have an issue with that particular sentiment.
Well, we goof on it all the time, but it really was, all 4 of us were like, oh my god.
That whole week started just like punching you in the face.
I love all of you guys, but I don't want to talk to you or see you for like 2 weeks.
I want to just like go home and sleep and not think about film, not talk to you guys, just go home.
Which was true for like a day.
We were all like, okay, when do we get to do the next one?
So we got new scripts and we want to do it again.
You'd shoot 5 short films in 5 days in the middle of the Arkansas winter. You're friends for life. There's no getting around it.
I don't know, after that I was just excited again.
I'll always love it.
Oh my god, I can't believe we did it. Everything is awesome. All the footage we shot is really cool.
Feelings that have carried throughout the week after filming and 2 years after that almost.
I think the short films we've created slap. I love them so much. You can obviously tell that they were like our first 5 and 5. We shot them for 0 money with just the 4 of us out in the Arkansas backwoods. Like, you can tell all those things, but they fuck.
Yeah, probably like a B overall, I guess.
I think they're so quintessentially us too. They're goofy and campy, but also like heartfelt and genuine and very homicidal, which is on brand.